Game 6 of the NBA Finals. This is your Daily Zap on NBA.
Time for move faking. Got to get the loot so I can bring home the bacon. Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe. So sleep if you want, like cool will help you get.
Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, say does that.
We've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls. Great to be with you. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg as 2K Sports presents this Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Hornets, Henderson and MKG will fill out the wings. Williams is out there with Al Jefferson, and it's Walker in at the point.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. He didn't call fouls, so he just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Rose. Left side Gasol. Heinrich kicks to Butler. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Walker with it. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, a bit ago, Steve Clifford and I were able to chat. He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And here's Walker. Following Kirk Heinrich's three. Now here's Walker. Henderson, no one around him. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Henderson. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Goes back up. Jefferson's shot is off.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Dunleavy the pass to Gasol. And the Bulls, another three.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The dish to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away, and he gets the bucket. Jefferson's got 6.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Noah kicks to Heinrich for the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcats name than to go out and make the playoffs for only the second time under that nickname. Good job by Charlotte last year, and now it's back to being the Hornets.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, hey, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And then Henderson with the jam.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
Just a tremendous athlete, guys, able to go up and finish over everybody defensively, even the big guys down low.
And finished off by Noah.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And although Charlotte Clark got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, They had some good games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did, and the injury to Al Jefferson, though, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged their ability to really compete with the Heat. So they weren't able to break the postseason winless streak, but the team is certainly headed in the right direction.
Free throw, no good for Walker.
You know, back in college, Kimball Walker led UConn to the 2011 NCAA championship and was the Final Four most outstanding player that season. Nice to see a winner like him back in the playoffs last season.
And guys, Walker far and away the leading scorer for UConn in their title run. Last season, second on the Cats in scoring after Al Jefferson. Steve, can he be a distributor as well, do you think?
I think so. You know, he's not an elite playmaker, but for this team, he's needed as a scorer. So he has to find that balance. He's certainly capable of making plays for others.
Chicago making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Pass to Henderson. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Williams. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
Especially when he caps it off with the steady one-handed jam.
And Butler, here we go. Gasol with it. Williams picks him up. Henderson against Butler. Brooks kicks to Butler. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Butler's got 5 now.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Rose in for Jimmy Butler. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. And Stevenson's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Williams in for Gerald Henderson. Now here's Williams. Feeds it to Biyombo. Back to Williams. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's Walker with the 3. Here's Biyombo. And the layup's good off the glass. Biyombo's got his first points of the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Out to Brooks from deep. And Stevenson pulls it in. Charlotte in the lead. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Stevenson leading the charge.
Good defense, but you got to love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Rose, that's good.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Now here's Walker. Stevenson drives in. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. You know, often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year, I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing for them.
As you said, with the Bulls, there was a tendency to think that they were just Derrick Rose and 4 others, but top to bottom, this team has guys that can play.
With Rose out last year, Clark, as you said, the guys who are mostly role players showed what they can do.
Well, they're really unselfish at both ends of the floor, and that shows. I mean, they give great effort, they trust each other, they play together, and they always play hard, and they finish games strong, which I think is a credit to them and the coaching staff.
That's good.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times, an easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Mirotic has a wide open look. And again, no good by Chicago. And here they go. Here's Stevenson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Hornets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Well, last year collectively, I mean, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
He doesn't get the second one. Brooks with no one around. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, it looks pretty clear on the instant replay, guys. The ball was out of his hands in time. I mean, they need to get this one right. It's a big situation here.
Yeah, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion, Clark. The camera gives us a good look at it. There's a tick or two left on the clock.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important.